football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field over the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the 10th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. He'll start the return inside the spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Wisconsin's offense will get the first swing of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, we knew this offense came into this one wanting to establish the run. On their first 3 plays of the game in their own end, run, but they don't pick up the first down. Now it'll be interesting to see if they continue running the football their next time out.
So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Ball is loose. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Off play action. He's got the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
This time they'll go to the running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Badgers want to crank the tempo. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, And that's why that one fell incomplete.
The play action fake. Scrambling away. This time on target. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there, working the...
Going for it all. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolute shank. Missed it. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Working the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Send the tight end in motion. Give to the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Aggie! When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the Raptors are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. And so many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quick handoff. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding that.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Badgers look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. Floating away. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass and it never had a chance. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Got his man downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moves around to clear up the vision. Makes the grab. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to...
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And he just got the on-Wisconsin call and went on the backfield to pick up the sack.
Yeah, jumping around on quarterbacks in the backfield. Really good job getting upfield, playing aggressive, playing like their hair's on fire. Wisconsin linebackers do that year after year.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Off the play fake. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, a good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. They're working that left side, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Turning it on. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And the Badgers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Still on his feet. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Trying to barge their way in. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to pass. Oh, they're after it. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Back open in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Bring in the heat. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The run from the shotgun. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds his back in the middle.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. They're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, and letting them get some positive yards.
Oh, he makes the catch. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on second down. It's complete. And the defense forces him to step out at the 3.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Fitted in the window for the score.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So if the offense doesn't want to take a chance here, they'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, We're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Coming out with it, it's Ware. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's caught. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Reads it, fires complete. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggies.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Offside defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys.
Touchdown, Aggies! They take the lead with the 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact.
He's got it down the left side. Running free. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Badgers. Extra point here will tie the game.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Ware. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a hole. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And the returner goes down. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive and now in business near midfield at the 49. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Dumps it off in the flats. Nice move to pick up yardage. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well. Slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
And the Badgers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. It was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down, and you don't see the defense sprinting off the field.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here's the handoff. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attack.
Got him downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Got his man in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass in the next snap.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Fighting off the defender. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Trying to do it on the ground. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yard.
Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And a little bit extra pressure on this extra point, but it's good, and we're tied. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And the Badgers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll try to pop the draw. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock.
Love the work by the running back on that draw play. He sold like he was going to be pass blocking. At the last second, got the handoff, and right away put his foot in the ground to get upfield.
To the ground. He's got it again.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Blasted as he lets it go. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quick step and go. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Looking for a big gain. Snags it inside the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. We'll get it started here in overtime. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on 4th down in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Badgers! They jump on top here in OT. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. He didn't see anyone open. He said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one.
Underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed.